If going downstairs has become the worst part of your day because of a sharp, nagging pain behind the kneecap, I'm going to show you 3 exercises that will help to get rid of it. In part 1 of the series, I explained that one of the key drivers of runner's knee is foot pronation, the foot collapsing inwards, rotating the shin and the thigh bone, and pulling the kneecap off track. If that's your issue, this is the exercise that you need. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, go and do that first so you understand which part of the chain is actually causing your knee pain, and the link is in the description. So the first exercise is a calf raise with a ball squeeze. So the muscle that we're targeting here is the tibialis posterior. It runs down the back of the shin and it wraps under the foot, and it's the main muscle that controls the arch and stops the foot collapsing inward when you run. Now, if it's weak, the foot will pronate too much and that chain reaction goes up the leg and the kneecap starts tracking badly. So the exercise, as I said previously, it's a calf raise, but with one important addition. We're going to place a small ball between the ankles and squeeze it as you raise up onto your toes. Now, here's why that matters. So the squeeze of the ball activates the tibialis posterior and the arch to work properly as you raise up. Without the squeeze, most people just go through the calf raise and don't get the arch control benefit. So the ball is the cue that makes the whole thing work. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet hip width apart, small ball between the ankles. Squeeze the ball gently, not aggressively, just enough to feel the inner side of the knee and the ankle engage. Slowly raise onto your toes, keeping the squeeze throughout. And then when you get to the top, hold it for a couple of seconds and then lower slowly. The key is control. Don't let the arch collapse as you come down. We want to be looking at about 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. We want them slow and we want them controlled. Controlled and slow will beat fast every single time on this one. Now, the important bit here is that not everyone with runner's knee has a foot and ankle problem. Some people have perfectly good arch control and their issue is coming from the knee or the hip. So the next exercise is more relevant to the knee, specifically targeting the VMO, the muscle that keeps the kneecap centered in the groove. The VMO is the teardrop-shaped muscle on the inside of your quad and is one of the main muscles responsible for keeping that kneecap tracking properly in its groove. When it's weak, it's not firing correctly, the kneecap drifts and the pain will start. If the VMO weakness is a part of what's driving your runner's knee, this is the exercise to focus on. And the reason that most quad exercises don't help runner's knee and can sometimes make it worse is that they load the kneecap heavily through a big range of movement. So a full squat or a leg press will compress the patella hard into the groove, which is the last thing that an irritated knee wants. This will look at terminal knee extension, which is completely different. It targets the VMO specifically in the last 20 to 30 degrees of knee straightening, which is exactly the range that it needs to fire during running. And it does it with minimal compression through the joint. So to do this exercise, we need one of these bands. You want to use the thickest band that you can get away with. Once you've got your band, you want to strap it to something that's really solid. So I'm going to use the squat rack. And when you strap the band on, you want to get the band in line with the knee. So it'll look something like this. So strapped it on. And then I'm going to put a step in. And I'm going to walk it back so I've got it on a full stretch. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to work in that last 20 to 30 degrees extension. So we're focusing on terminal knee extension. So bands at the back of the knee. I'm going to let the knee bend to the point where the heel just starts to lift. Once the heel just starts to lift, I'm then going to contract the quad and push back through the knee. And I can feel there, this muscle on the inside of my quad, so the VMO, it's really contracted. So we'll just do a few reps there to demonstrate. A little hold when you squeeze, so just a second or two there. Sets and reps, we want 3 sets of 15 to 20. It responds really well to high volume. Focus on feeling the VMO, that inner quad contracting and firing as you straighten the knee. If you can't feel it, place a hand on the inner side of the quad so you get that feedback. Next up is the hip, so the glute specifically, which is many runners the biggest driver of runner's knee and the most overlooked exercise. So this exercise is a single leg stand with hip abduction using the band. We're targeting the glute med here, the muscle on the side of the hip that controls the pelvis and it controls the thigh bone and stops that knee dropping inward when you run. This exercise will replicate what needs to happen every single stride or step. So here's how to do it. So this exercise is one of my favorite exercises for runners particularly, but if you're getting hip or knee pain, it's a cracking exercise. You just need these loop bands. Start with a light band to begin with, and then as it gets easier, just work through the resistance of the band. So the way that we do this is I'll demonstrate first without the band. So you're going to stand on one leg, and then this leg is going to be bent to 90 degrees. So the knee's going to be bent, and you want the knees in line. We don't want it out to the front. We want it perfectly in line. Cross your hands. And then what we're going to do then is just crouch forward slightly. And that's really starting to challenge my balance. And then from there, we're going to abduct the hip. So it will look something like this. So what that's doing is it's working the stance leg isometrically. So it's asking the glute med to contract to stop that hip and that thigh bone and that knee rolling inwards, which will keep the knee in good alignment. But it's also working on proprioception at the foot and ankle and just general single leg stability. I'll demonstrate it with the band next. So loop band, step in. So we want the band around the knees, and it's just same thing, single leg stand, knees in line, arms crossed, tip forward slightly just to challenge your balance even more, and then we're going to abduct. 1, 2, 3. Now I can feel everything working there. I can feel it working all my left glute and hip isometrically, and I can feel it working this side concentrically. Now in terms of sets and reps, I'd go for 3 sets. You won't tolerate as much volume as your other exercises, so you probably want to be somewhere around like 8 to 12 reps. If you're doing 12 reps and it feels really comfortable, then you need to progress the thickness of the band. If you're working with a thick band and it's getting really easy with a thick band, then the next progression then is to just do it on a surface that's slightly unstable. Now the important bit is that some runners with knee pain, they don't have a hip problem at all. Their issue is either at the foot and ankle or the knee itself. You do need to do the work to understand which part of the chain is your weak link and just focus on that. For some, it will be all 3, and working through the full series of exercises will make sense. The key is not just doing any old exercises, it's doing the right exercises for your specific problem. So that's the 3 areas covered. I've given you an exercise there for the foot and ankle, the knee and the hip. If you've worked through all those diligently and the pain is still not shifting, then part 3 of this series is the one that you need to watch. I'm going to cover the structural reasons why some people with runner's knee or some runners with runner's knee simply can't fix it with exercises alone, and what actually needs to happen instead. That video could change everything if you've been going round in circles, you've done all the exercises, had all the treatments. I'll see you in the next video, and if you found this video useful, please drop me a like, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to the channel.